Brian, you have your pottery class today. Mr. Alexander called me and said you're not there. Did you forget?
I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh, you actually forgot? Shall I let him know you'll be going later?
Sorry, I think I want a break today. I hope that's okay.
What's the matter? Did something happen? Are you feeling unwell somewhere?
Well, I was done with classes, and on my way to the pottery workshop, someone called out to me. It was an adult woman. It was my mother.
What? Your biological mother?
Yeah, it was her. Hey, Mommy. I'm back home.
Okay, Brian. Mommy and Daddy are both coming home late again. Go to bed yourself.
Got it. What about dinner?
There's bread, right?
Okay. We're all going out together tomorrow, aren't we?
That's right, we're going to the theme park you've always wanted to go to, Brian.
Yay! I wanted to go. I'm so happy I can play with you and Daddy. I'll go to the haunted house. I'll get on the roller coaster. I'll have so much fun there too.
Okay now, but you have to go to bed early or we won't take you.
Okay, I'll go to bed before 9. Hey, Mommy? Are all the cardboard boxes so we can take stuff to the theme park?
That's right. Oh, and when you've finished eating, put Mommy's clothes in the boxes.
Okay.
Good job. I'll leave you to it.
Where are you, Mommy? I don't see Daddy either. Where did you go?
Brian, let's play hide and seek.
Hide and seek?
Yeah. If you find us, you could have whatever you want.
Really? Yay! Am I it?
You are, so Mommy and Daddy will hide. Come find us after 1 minute.
Huh? One what?
I'm telling you to count to 1 minute.
How do you count to 1 minute?
Count from 1 to 60.
Got it. I'm good at hide and seek, so I'll find you both for sure.
I wonder if you can.
I will.
I'll be looking forward to it. Start counting then.
Ready or not, here I come. Mommy? Did you get my text? I'll find you both, Mommy and Daddy. Mommy? Where are you? I can't find you guys. Mommy? It's fine if I lose. Come out. Please, Mommy and Daddy. I don't want to be alone. Yes, Mom. It was my biological mother. I was shocked when I saw her, so honestly, I can't recall much of what we talked about. But I got her number. I have to admit, though, I felt a bit scared and overwhelmed at that moment, so I got away from her.
Brian, are you absolutely sure that you're okay? You don't sound quite yourself.
Yeah, I've just got so many thoughts racing through my mind right now. It's like time has been flying by at warp speed ever since I saw her.
All right, I understand. I'll inform Mr. Alexander that you won't be able to attend your pottery class today. Do you want me to come and pick you up right away?
Yes, Mom. But what do you think I should do? Should I text her on the number she gave me? I'm really confused right now.
I think that's up to you how you feel about this, Brian. But I can see why you're hesitating. If I was in your shoes, I think I'd have a hard time deciding.
Yeah, Mom. I've been thinking. Would it bother you if I went and met with my biological mother? I mean, I'm concerned that it might hurt your feelings.
You're such a considerate and thoughtful person, Brian. The fact that you are even considering our feelings means a lot to me. Thank you for being so mindful. It makes me incredibly happy.
Well, you know, Mom, I've always considered you and Dad as my real parents. I can't really bring myself to think of those people who abandoned me at the theme park as my true parents.
I understand where you're coming from. But if you're wondering about this, perhaps there is a part of you that wants to reach out and talk to them. I believe that having these feelings isn't a bad thing. It's natural to be curious and want to explore that part of our identity.
Really? I don't know. I stopped caring about them. Then they suddenly appeared, so I don't know what to think. I hated them, but I can't bring myself to delete her number.
I don't think you need to get in touch right away. You're not going to lose the chance to speak to them anytime soon if you have her number. I'm sure this is difficult for you. So, why don't you think about it a little longer?
I guess you're right. I should give it some thought. Can I come back to you later to discuss this further? I also want to hear Dad's opinion on the matter.
Absolutely, Brian. Both Dad and I are always here for you no matter what. We're on your side, and you can count on us whenever you're facing difficulties or need to have a meaningful discussion.
Thanks, Mom. I'll be waiting for you to pick me up.
Yes. See you in a minute, dear.
Hi, it's Brian. I just want to check that this is Tracy's number.
Brian, thanks so much for reaching out. I never expected to hear from you. When I saw you the other day, my heart skipped a beat. I was overjoyed. I was nervous too, thinking you wouldn't want to connect with me.
Sorry it took a while. I was thinking about it and I didn't know what to do.
Of course, it's completely understandable. I apologize for surprising you and showing up at your school the other day. I just had this overwhelming desire to see you, Brian. I'd missed you immensely during all the time we've been apart. I thought I would never get the chance to see you again, so I searched everywhere. I truly hope you're doing well without Mommy and Daddy taking care of you.
I was fine, so you don't have to worry about me. Just a little surprised, honestly.
Oh my goodness, I was totally taken aback by how handsome you've become, my young man. I recognized you right away, no doubt about it. You look exactly like your mom and dad. It's uncanny.
Is that right? Well, I don't know how to react to that.
Brian, there's something I wanted to apologize for all this time. I'm truly sorry for leaving you at the theme park all those years ago. Believe me, I was trapped in a situation where I felt like I had no other option. My only intention was to protect you.
Why did you have to leave me? Please tell me. I want to know the reason.
I can't tell you that yet. But it's not because I wanted to get rid of you. I want you to believe me on that.
Okay, you can tell me when you feel like it's the right time.
Now you're being raised by your foster parents, is that right? How's that going? Are you getting along? I hope they treat my boy nicely or else they're gonna have a serious problem with me.
Yes, they're incredibly kind people. In fact, I feel extremely happy and grateful to have been raised by them. I consider myself truly blessed.
Right. That makes me a little jealous. You're my flesh and blood that I gave birth to.
I'm grateful to you for giving me life. But I think of my current parents as my real parents.
So they treat you really well, huh? That makes me a little sad, but I'm glad. Hey, well, Brian, if it's all right with you, can we meet up sometime?
Really? Why do you want to meet up with me?
Just occasionally is all right. I understand that I haven't been the best mother, and I deeply regret it. But not a single day has passed in the last 6 years without you being in my thoughts. You've been the only thing in my mind all these years.
I didn't think of it that way, but I'm sorry. I can't decide right now.
You're right, no need to rush. Take some time to think about it. Mommy will have all the time in the world for you.
I will do.
But hey, we can at least text each other. I really miss you. I want to have more conversations with you. It would mean the world to me.
Well, sure, if it's just texting.
Thank you. You don't have to reply if you don't want to. Well, I'll see you around.
Hello? Is this Tracy? It's Miranda.
Thanks for getting in touch. This is Tracy's number. Nice to meet you. I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time. You're Brian's new parents, right?
It's nice to meet you too. So what is it that you want to talk to me about? Is it about your first meeting with Brian?
Yeah, I'm glad that Brian agreed to meet me. I just wondered if it bothered you as his foster mother.
Not at all. It's up to Brian himself if he wants to see you. I just prefer if you didn't do anything more to hurt the boy.
Hurt him? I've never done anything to hurt him.
Well, you did abandon him in an amusement park. He got radio silence from you and had no idea where you went.
Oh, that's what you meant. You surprised me there. I thought you meant I injured him.
No, just the emotional damage you inflicted on him.
But he says he'll meet me. It's in the past, right? He must have forgotten how he felt back then.
I don't think it's so simple. In fact, he was deeply traumatized by what you did to him, and it took a long time for him to try and forget about it.
All right. That's beyond the point. So I have a favor to ask you. Can you lend me some money?
Excuse me? What?
Like I said, money. I hear your husband earns a lot of money, so you guys must be loaded. I went to see your house the other day and it was one big mansion. So you can lend me some money, can't you?
What are you saying? I don't have any money to lend you. Wait, is that your real motive behind all of this? Don't tell me. Did you get in touch with Brian just for money?
Yeah, you got it, genius. Obviously, I don't have any other ulterior motive. Do you honestly think I reached out to him because I actually missed him or something? Looks like you're just as clueless as poor Brian, I see.
I can't believe you. Stay away from Brian and never approach him again. You won't imagine how angry I am right now.
Are you sure you want to say that to me? Brian genuinely wants to meet me. Are you going to tell him that the only reason I'm seeing him is for money?
You are really sick in your head, Tracy. Just leave my son alone.
I know, but you can't refuse, can you? If I tell Brian the truth, it would surely hurt him. You were willing to take the foster child, so you must be the gentle person.
You're using your own child just for the sake of money? And you call yourself a parent?
Well, I'm not his parent anymore. But if you give me money, I'll keep my mouth shut, and I'll act like a good mother to him.
How much do you want?
Let's start with $11,000 for now.
What? That much?
Oh, it's just fine, isn't it? Small price to pay to protect your precious little boy. You're always so proud flaunting him as your son, aren't you? If you're such a great mother, you should be willing to do anything to keep him safe. Come on now, show me just how exceptional of a mother you truly are.
Fine, I'll get it ready.
Great. I was going to tell Brian straight away if you refused. I would have told him I forgot about him the day I left him. I only sought him out again as a cash cow.
Please, just stop it.
All right, I get it. Just make sure you get the money to me without Brian realizing. Maybe put it inside of a gift that he's bringing me. Thanks a bunch. Miranda, thank you for the other day.
For what?
Don't be so cold. We're both mothers, so let's be nice to each other.
You and I aren't the same, and you know it.
Yeah, I know. I was just being nice. I'm actually a mother. You're just pretending to be one.
Wow, you really are a horrible person. You're planning to meet Brian again this month, aren't you?
It's fine, isn't it? Brian said he wanted to meet.
Are you texting me about money again by any chance?
Exactly. That's what I wanted to talk about. I'm glad you get straight to the point.
I did a bit of research on you. You're on welfare currently, aren't you?
Oh, are you nosy? Stay out of my business.
It's to protect Brian. If you're on welfare but getting so much money from me, that would count as income. Did you report your income?
Of course not. Why do you think I'm getting it in cash?
As I thought.
Why don't you stop this? It's pointless. Even if you found out some things about me, Brian is my hostage. If you report me, I'll hurt him.
You don't have a shred of affection for Brian, do you?
Well, I just had him because I got pregnant. But he's grown up and he's so handsome, so I'm starting to feel better about it. I'm looking forward to when I'm old and he can take care of me.
I see how it is for you. I didn't give birth to Brian, but he's the most important thing in the world to me now. He's suffered so much through his life. After you left him, for a while, he was afraid of going outside.
Oh, I'm surprised he remembers. He's surprisingly sensitive.
You've traumatized him. That's how deeply you hurt Brian.
You're way too serious about parenting, Miranda. It's off-putting how idealistic you are. It's painful to watch how overprotective you are of him.
What's wrong with that?
It's funny because I guess that's how parents get when they can't have their own biological child. You only took in Brian because you can't have a baby, right? It's hilarious because your body is denying you the right to children in the first place.
I won't let you get away with this. I'm livid.
But you can't stop me. Just make sure you give the money to Brian. Otherwise, your precious son will know his terrible truth.
I already know, and I have no intention of seeing you again.
Huh?
It's me, Brian. How dare you hurt Mom? I knew I shouldn't have met with my trash mother.
Brian, why are you speaking to your mother in such a disrespectful tone?
Mom's been acting strange lately. When I came home today, Mom was crying, so I asked her to let me see her phone. You made her cry, didn't you?
Oh no, was Miranda crying? Brian, it's not what it looks like. It was just a little argument.
You don't have to lie anymore. I know what you were talking about. I already knew that you weren't really interested in me anyway.
What? How?
When we met, you were just looking at your phone all the time. You were more interested in talking about my foster parents than me. It was always about money, too.
Then why did you agree to meet again?
I was thinking of how to best get revenge on you. I wanted to find the best way to get you where it hurts. And I wanted to get the reason why you left me.
What?
Oh, you're surprised now? Is it so strange for a kid like me to be thinking like that?
I thought you were meeting me because you missed me.
Missed you? I've never once thought that about you since meeting my real parents. After they took me in, I realized just how badly you were treating me before.
Treating you badly? I raised you properly.
You didn't make me food. You always just left me one slice of bread. You almost never bought me clothes. I thought that showers were something you take once a week.
You were healthy, right?
I was always told I was smelly at school. I was the skinniest in my grade too. And who even leaves a kid at the theme park? I thought about why you did that for a long time.
Well, I wanted to give you good memories of somewhere you wanted to go. I thought you deserved that on your last day with us.
If you really thought it would work like that, you're a psychopath. I was traumatized by that. If I lose sight of my parents in a crowded place, I can't move because of fear. I understood when I got older, but you chose a theme park to bide time, didn't you? If it's somewhere with a lot of kids who go missing around, I wouldn't immediately be handed over to the police.
Actually, Brian, we left you because we were trying to get away from debt collectors. We didn't want to make you suffer by being with us.
I'm sure that was part of it, but it's also because my biological father stopped coming home, isn't it? I remember him. He said that he hates little boys, that he wanted a girl. So he stopped coming home because he didn't want me.
How do you remember all that? You should have just forgotten it.
I've forgotten most things, but the painful and sad memories have stayed with me. I wanted to forget them too.
Fine, then I'll leave you guys alone. Is that okay? Should you be satisfied with that?
As if! I won't let you get away with making Mom cry, so I'll report everything wrong you've ever done. Then, you won't be able to get your welfare.
Hey, Brian, if you do that, how will I live? I separated from your dad, so now I'm single. I really don't have anyone or anything.
Then you should get in debt again. Then maybe run away.
I can't. I'm already blacklisted for debts. I can't do anything on my own.
Then you should work.
I'm getting welfare because I'm not getting enough just from working.
I bet you're just spending too much on your shopping. You're always buying lots of stuff and hoarding. I know that welfare is meant to be for people who really need it. I learned it from my volunteering.
I'm really struggling too. I can't change the way I've been living so easily.
Not my problem. You're not my mom anymore.
Brian, don't abandon me.
You're really going to say that to me after what you did? That reminds me. There was a reward for finding you in hide and seek, wasn't there? I'd get whatever I wanted if I found you.
What? It's not as if I can do anything for you.
Sure you can. Never show your face to me or my family again. That's what I want. Mom, I just finished a lesson with the tutor. Can you come pick me up?
Okay, I'll be there soon.
Mom, thank you.
What is it?
You're always so kind to me, and you always make me great food. Thank you for doing the laundry, the cleaning, and all sorts of things.
Well, you help out as well, Brian.
But you're the one that's doing it properly all the time, Mom. Dad works really hard for us, too. I'm really happy right now. I'm sorry that my birth mom hurt you with her words.
You don't have to apologize for that, Brian.
But it happened because you adopted me.
Brian, we're very blessed to have met you. We're the ones who are thankful. Every day has been so fun since you arrived.
Mom, me too. I'm so glad to have you as my parents. You and Dad will always continue to be my only parents.
We feel the same way, Brian. It doesn't matter what anyone says. You are our son.
I'll grow up to be the kind of man who can protect you and Dad. So just you wait. After that incident, it turned out that my biological mother had her welfare benefits cut due to the unreported income. As it turns out, she had been receiving various other sources of income for years, not just that one instance. Her actions were seen as malicious, leading to her arrest on charges of fraud. Additionally, she faced charges of blackmail for extorting money from Mom and making threats. Consequently, she will be spending some time in prison. I heard that she was complaining about the verdict, but honestly, she should be grateful for the basic necessities she'll have in prison, despite her crimes. As for my biological father, he was also involved in their criminal activities and has been apprehended. While I don't feel sorry for them, I am grateful to them for abandoning me. It was because of their actions that I ended up being adopted by my current parents. My life has returned to a sense of normalcy, and I'm truly enjoying it, alongside my loving Mom and Dad. I made a vow to never make Mom cry again. She protected me when I needed it the most, and now it's my turn to protect her. I'm determined to learn and grow in all aspects of life, striving to become a wonderful person just like my amazing